What's going on, people of the internet? Kwiet here with a K, double R, and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time visiting my channel. And if it is, this isn't really the video for you. I recommend visiting my channel or seeing any of my recommended videos down below in the, recommended section, if there are any, to see if you're interested in my content. If you want, you could stick around. I will talk about it a little bit in this video. But as the name implies, it's really just a status report on my channel. What's going on behind the scenes and what my subscribers should expect moving forward. So if you're new to me, like this is your very first introduction to me, I recommend actually checking out my content first. This is not going to do much for you. And if you're new to me but you are a subscriber, well, I really recommend sticking around to understand what's going to happen moving forward into 2025. Now, let it be known, if at any point you want to skip ahead in this video because you don't care about a specific situation as far as the channel status, there will be timestamps down below to skip ahead. However, for this one specific thing, I highly recommend sticking around for, which is an issue related to the subscription button. Now, whether you're subscribed to me or not, so if you're new to me and you're moving forward and you're not subscribed to me, hell, stick around for that too. Even if that's the only thing you stick around for, I recommend it so more people will understand what the situation is with subscriptions now. Because even if you don't have this issue with me, you can have this issue with any other creator moving forward. But before I do that, let me give a general overview of what this video is going to go over as far as the channel's status, and then we'll get into just that. Also, let it be known that this channel status report will not only be going over the Hyper Chaotic channel on YouTube, but Bitchute, Rumble, and Odysee, as well as my Be Quiet cutscene channel, my no commentary gameplay channel for no commentary playthroughs and video game preservation. Links in the description down below for all of that. So keep that in mind. If in the future I ever do another channel status report, I will be talking about the main channel here on YouTube, on the alternative platforms, and the second channel. If I make any other channels moving forward, they will be included in future channel status reports. With that said, let's do a quick overview. So obviously I'm going to go over the whole situation in relations to subscriptions and how there's a problem with that. Again, please, whether you're subscribed to me or not, whether you want to watch the rest of this video or not, I need to fucking slow down. I recommend hearing this part out. The next following part will be just, I guess I'll just go over my subscriber account on each platform, and I guess the situation with general analytics. In the sense that we're just going to go over my engagement rates, I guess, and how that's going to affect the channel moving forward. After that, I'm going to talk about some of the content that I'm going to catch up on in upcoming 2025. Because I have a lot of stuff that I want to wrap up on. And on top of that, 2025 may be my last year on YouTube. If I don't end things sometime in February or March, then I may end things sometime in, who knows, June or July, maybe even August of this summer, 2025. But one thing's for sure, I'm going to at least wrap up some projects before I cancel production on this channel altogether, or slow down, or whatever the case may be. I'm still figuring out what the final verdict will be on that. But one thing's for sure, I will eventually slow down production on this channel after I finish up some projects. And there may be a chance my YouTube channel will just stop production altogether, but for those on Bitchute, Rumble, and Odysee, you'll be good. I'm going to keep uploading there. I'll explain why when we get to that segment. But let it be known, there will come a point where I will stop uploading to this platform altogether. But don't worry, I will give a heads up before I just leave for good. You know, I'm not going to be like, peace, and not say anything like other creators do. I'm at least going to give a one last final, hey, thanks for supporting me, goodbye. This is where I'm going to be available if you want to continue to consume what I have to offer. Because I will continue to make some personal projects, I'm just going to stop uploading them here. Eventually. But again, I'm going to finish up on some projects first because I hate the habit of starting something and not finishing it. Then after that, I'm going to go over some stuff of what's going on behind the scenes. Like in relations to technical issues, personal issues, at least if I want to talk about it, that is. Anything that may affect production of the content, that's what I'm going to go over. I'm not going to go over too much details unless, again, I really want to. Just a lot of things personal have happened within the past year that I don't think I'm going to talk about in this video. Probably not. But it has affected me and my ability to make content, whether it's just something that's on my plate or, you know, internally it's keeping me down from even wanting to make videos because this is the one thing stuck in my head or several things. I think we get the gist of it. And then finally, I don't know, maybe some final announcements or notes before we end the video, and that'll be it. Now, with the overview, well, over, let me go ahead and go over this whole subscription problem. So, if you don't know this, or if you haven't experienced this issue yourself, which I did make a video talking about it in relation to the channel Shadiversity and 402 Thunder 402, which I will link in the description down below. I highly recommend it so you can understand more about this issue. But essentially, there's been a problem with subscription buttons not working, depending on the viewer and sometimes content creator, where essentially many of their viewers, not across the board, not every subscriber, will either be unsubscribed from their channel. Bell notification icons will be unrang. Unrang? Is that even a word? Anyways. Or maybe those will still be, you know, clicked in, checked in, but for some reason they don't get notifications of recent uploads, even if it's a video they're interested in. Because what people don't realize is now subscriptions, even in your own subscription feed, will be recommended to you based on your engagement. And if you're like, well, what if there's a chance I might like that video? Well, you might miss it just because you didn't fucking engage with the last video, which is not your fault, but that's some straight bobo. Nonetheless, if you feel like one of your favorite creators, maybe it's me, maybe it's somebody else, hasn't uploaded in a while, but then you check your channel and you see they've been uploading, well, that's why. So I highly recommend double checking your subscriptions, and even then, don't count on them anymore, because even if anything is not unboxed, unchecked, unsubscribed, sometimes you're just not going to get notified. Oh, because, oh, well, I didn't enjoy the last video, so I didn't even like or dislike or comment. Thus, the algorithm decides not to recommend me the next video. That's some straight bullshit. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is happening to my subscribers, because let's be honest, y'all don't fucking engage at all. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not interested in the video, you're not interested in the video. But don't be surprised you don't get recommended on my next video because you don't engage with the videos. That subscription button means nothing anymore. Stop counting on it. Get used to checking on your favorite content creators. If you still want to subscribe because it's easier to go through the subscriptions tab instead of typing out their name every single time, that's understandable. Just don't count on it to actually notify you of the videos. And even if you're not having this issue with me at all, you've been notified of my videos, you're just not interested, cool. Double check to make sure this is not happening with your other favorite content creators as well, because just because you're not having this issue with me doesn't mean you're not having this issue with somebody else, or that another viewer is not having that issue. I just highly recommend double checking just in case, to make sure you're not having that issue. And if not, great. But that's all I really got to say about it. If you want to hear more about that, again, I recommend that video in the description down below. And from the description of that video, you can check out Shadiversity's video if you want to hear more on the matter, because his video is the reason why I started talking about it. I know some people aren't the biggest fans of Shadiversity, Nonetheless, this is an issue that can affect any content creator and any viewer. And I highly recommend looking into it, even if you're not experiencing it yourself. Just because you're not dealing with it now doesn't mean you can't deal with it in the future. Alright, what's next again? Oh, fuck. The analytics. I should have grabbed the PC for this. Let me just quickly check the YouTube Studio app. For Bitchute and Odysee, there is no app as far as I know. Or I think there is for Odysee, but I haven't really tried it yet. There is one for Rumble. It doesn't really do too much with analytics, and on top of that, it's a bit of a janky app. Anyways, as of the time of recording this, my final channel status report of 2024, and perhaps my final video of 2024 in general, if that's the case, I have currently made over 164 subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing, but again, given the issues of subscriptions not working, that number kind of doesn't mean shit to me. By the way, if the number is higher or lower by the time you see this video, again, this is at the time of recording this. This is going to be made a few days in advance, so within those few days, it could have gone up, it could have gone down. But currently, as of the moment of me recording, I have 164 dead subscribers that don't watch. And I don't know if you guys are just not interested. If so, feel free to unsubscribe. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. If I don't interest you, that's fine. Save your subscriptions for somebody else. Dead subscribers can literally hurt a content creator in the algorithm. But I don't know if it's an issue of people not interested. And if that's the case, that's just a me issue. Or if it's an issue with the system. If it is, let me know. If it's not, let me know. I want to narrow it down. Now, as of this point, this isn't really important, but I just want to go over it anyways. My channel has made around 2.4 thousand views up until this point. And just keep in mind, that's how many views I've made on the entire channel, every video included in general. So really, that's not fucking shit. That 2,000 view mark doesn't mean jack. I've also gained 58.7 watch time hours. Again, doesn't really mean jack shit. These type of analytics are only important for a creator if they actually want to be monetized and keep making money. But I'm never going to get paid for this shit. So, really, this shit is not important. Nobody's going to fucking care. I don't fucking care. And if you ever think one day, like, let's say you're using that vidIQ Tubi software extension, and you're looking at my analytics thinking, oh, wow, HK made 2.4K views. Good for him. That ain't shit, dude. That's fucking nothing. That's over 4 years of my channel existing. That is jack and shit. And 164 subscribers that don't engage. Let me see if I can get some, I'm going to get a screen recording if I can, because you can see the number of likes and comments on a video in YouTube Studio, and I'm going to be showing you guys right now, there's none. There's none. Why do you people subscribe to me? You guys don't understand, it's just a notification system, right? It's literally just a notification system. It's not for me, it's for you. It's for you. It doesn't do shit for me once you subscribe. It's for you. It's just to notify you. I don't grow if you subscribe. I grow if you engage. If you're one of those people like, oh, I'm going to subscribe to help support him, but I'm not really interested in his content, then don't. You're not helping me by doing that. It actually hurts. I'm serious, dude. I have a playlist called YouTube's Problems, which has videos from creators all over the platform talking about issues with the platform since 2015, 2016, up until now. I highly recommend checking it out, especially the most recent videos added near the bottom of the playlist. there's a specific content creator that goes over why he doesn't support small channels anymore. And this is the very reason why. Because he's been sending people over to subscribe out of support, only to accidentally kill their channels because dead subscribers are no good. Now, that's just the way the algorithm on YouTube is programmed. In all fairness, that is not the fault of the subscribers themselves. They don't understand this shit. A lot of other content creators don't even know this. I barely knew this up until a few weeks ago. So there's definitely going to be some subscribers out there that hear this, even if they're not interested in my content, and think, well, that's some bullshit. That is not fair to the creator. No, it's not fair to the creator. But really, all I could do... excuse me, I seem to be a bit stuffed right now. All I can do is let people know, make them aware of this issue, and just tell them to not subscribe unless you're genuinely interested in my content. Because if you do, and you're not interested, it hurts my fucking channel, and that'll go for anybody on YouTube. Again, only YouTube. This does not apply to Bitchute. This does not apply to Rumble. This does not apply to Odysee. Those platforms do not have an algorithm, so it wouldn't even fucking matter. Here, dead subscribers are no good. So I beg of you, if you're not interested, please clear your subscription of me. Please. Clear all of your subscriptions to YouTubers you do not watch, and you will see how quickly they will start growing again. You will see how much your unsubscription will actually help them in the end. Because it's better to have 160 loyal viewers that watch on a regular basis than 164 subscribers that don't watch at all. And I would really prefer 164 viewers that engage but never subscribe. And I really don't mean to be an asshole when I say this, okay? If you're not interested in me, it's fine. Save your subscription for a creator you think deserves it and will actually gain your views and gain your engagement. Don't give it to me or anybody else if you're not going to watch, because that fucking hurts us. I swear to God, the day comes when YouTube copies TikTok with that followers list, where you can go into your full list of followers and manually unsubscribe them from your channel if you want to. I am clearing all of you across the fucking board. And I'm not trying to hate on my subscriber base, but again, I'm going to show you my engagements. You guys don't watch. You guys don't engage. I don't know why you guys are subscribed to me. So if you're not interested and perhaps are too lazy to unsubscribe, well, when this feature is available to me, I will do you and I the favor and unsubscribe for you. But let it be known that when that day comes, do not complain that I unsubbed you from my channel when you don't watch and you don't engage. Clearly, you're not interested, so I'm doing you a favor when that day does come. I will gladly start from zero again if it means I can gain regular occurring viewers that engage. So when the day comes that such a feature is installed, I will make a video, a long form video, a short, and a community post notifying my subscribers saying I will purge undead subscribers. So if you do not wish to be purged from the channel, just engage. Just engage with the video, the post, the short, and let it be known, hey, even though I don't say anything or like the video, I'm still here and still interested. And if I get nothing from that specific account, unsubbed, unsubbed, unsubbed. The day comes that is a feature, I will notify you guys. If you do not want to be purged, then let it be known when that day comes. Otherwise, even if you don't get a notification due to a problem with the system, you will be purged. Now, as of right now, again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record. It doesn't exist. I'm clicking on my subscriber, count. There's no list there. But the second I can click on my, my number of subscribers, see a full list, and unsub you guys, I'm purging you guys. I'm gonna give you the warning. Whoever notifies me saying they're interested, their account stays subscribed. If you don't notify me, even if you didn't get a fair notification warning, oh well, purged. Just purged. I wish, out of all the things that they're copying from TikTok, I really fucking wish YouTube would bring that feature already. I'm sounding like a fucking child over here. Because I want to purge these dead subscribers so fucking bad. It's like my blood is itchy. I want to purge you guys so bad. It's okay if you're not interested. It really is. Just please unsubscribe. It's fucking over my channel, for the love of God. Just unsubscribe, please. I never thought we would be at this point where I have to ask people, beg people to unsubscribe. But it does hurt creators' channels. Please, if you're not interested, please unsubscribe. Please. I am tired of this endless grind. Please unsubscribe if you're not interested. Please and thank you. I very much appreciate it. Okay? If you are interested, stay subscribed. If not, please purge your own subscription, for the love of God. With that said, let me move on to the... Should we start with Rumble or go on to Bitchute? Let's start with Rumble. Alright, on to Rumble. Mind you, subscribers are called followers on rumble.com. But, well, followers, subscribers, I'm going to be using those words interchangeably because either way, you're following me for my content, so it's the same shit. So, here, 46 followers. Now, as for my viewership here, it never gets anywhere near the amount of followers that I have, but one thing that I can say on Rumble is that my followers actually are watching my content. Now, looking at it right now, I'll probably take a screen recording. I'm ranging between 2 to 25 views depending on the video. Now, all things considered, given that this platform doesn't have an algorithm, that ain't too bad. Because I've done way worse on this platform with an algorithm. An algorithm that should have no problem recommending my videos to people who may be interested. And yet I do better on the platforms with no algorithm. That'll never make any fucking sense to me. Ever. But I digress. Even then, I am glad that I'm growing on Rumble. Eventually, that and Bitchute may become my main platforms. Though I do gotta say that with Rumble, I need to start organizing playlists more, and I do wish Rumble had, I don't know if I want to say an algorithm, but some sort of means to curate content in the hopes that it could actually recommend it to people who might be interested. Oh, and to all those people who keep saying like, oh, I can help promote your channel, just hit me up and da-da-da-da. No. Leave me the fuck alone. Every fucking video I have you motherfuckers blowing up my comment section talking about oh, we can help promote your channel. Oh, we can help promote your channel. I don't need a fucking channel promoter or manager. I don't have a fucking budget for that. You think I'm going to be able to hire somebody to promote my fucking content when I don't even have money to get a new fucking computer to fucking increase my editing, my quality? I can't hire a fucking editor if I don't want to, or a thumbnail artist. What the fuck makes you think I can afford a channel promoter? For the love of God, stop fucking posting that shit in my Rumble comment section. Please. I can't afford that shit. I don't have a fucking budget. Anyways, on to Bitchute. Now with Bitchute, I only have 27 subscribers. Only 27. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't matter the amount. If you guys are regular viewers, I appreciate your subscription nonetheless. Except the YouTube subscriptions. Why the fuck are you guys subscribed to me? Why? I'm actually asking out of curiosity. If you subscribe to me just because of that one video, I just highly recommend not doing that. So many people will subscribe due to one video and then realize they're not actually interested in that creator's content. Stop subscribing after one video and wait till you've actually consumed a few others and make sure you actually are interested in that content. Because sometimes that one or two videos are the only videos you're interested in. Now, even then, for a platform where I only have 27 subscribers, my most recent video talking about The Last of Us Left Behind DLC, currently, it was only 6 hours ago I uploaded it, currently has 103 views. The video before that, 570 plus views. The video before that, 639 views on my personal thoughts of The Last of Us games. I don't think I even got a single fucking view on the of that video, on YouTube. I mean, 611 views on my video about corporate greed. 500 on playing some ranked and recapping on the COD Mobile Comics. You'll probably see the screen recording. I think you get the fucking picture. I'm doing better on Bitchute, another platform, with no motherfucking algorithm, getting more views than my subscriber account, compared to YouTube, where I have more subscribers than my view count and nobody watches. God, I am begging to fucking purchase these subscribers so fucking bad. Now, I will say this. This is probably the one thing I don't like about Bitchute and Rumble the most, is the audience really doesn't engage that much at all. Now, again, there's no algorithm on these platforms, so it's not like the engagement is important for being noticed. However, it would be nice if people liked or even disliked the videos more, just so that I can know what people actually like. Or give me their personal thoughts more, because that's probably the part that sucks the most, especially on the platforms with no algorithm. It's not just the fact that I'm not getting any engagement, but there's no opinions to read. Nobody's saying anything interesting. Nobody's making any jokes in the comments section. It's just empty and boring. I'm just waiting for somebody to say something interesting or give me their personal opinions and thoughts. I genuinely want to fucking read them. I really do. It's not just all about the engagement for the sake of boosting me in the algorithm. I mean, if it is if you're on YouTube, but for Bitchute and Rumble, no algorithm, so that doesn't fucking matter. I just want people to engage so I actually know what their fucking opinions are and know what they want from me, what they're interested in. I cannot read y'all fucking minds. The view count can only tell me so much. So please, for those on Bitchute and Rumble, please speak your mind some more in the comment section. I really do want people to let me know what their opinions are. And if you're on Rumble, I swear to fucking God, stop asking me for a promoter. Of all things, I don't need you to comment that. Go the fuck somewhere else. I don't have the fucking money for a promoter. Leave me the fuck alone. Comment your opinions. I don't need a promoter, though. Stop fucking asking me that. Alright. Now let's check Odysee. Okay, now with Odysee, I'm going to be honest. Out of all the platforms, it's the most dead. I would be surprised if this platform is still around within the next few years. So, this year, maybe the last year, I'm uploading on Odysee as well. And even then, as you can probably see here from my screen recording, I got a lot of catching up to do on uploads on this page. Due to some issues with the platform, I kind of just temporarily abandoned it, and I'll get back to it soon, eventually, to catch up on this year's uploads. And up until the point where I drop YouTube will probably be the point I stop uploading on Odysee as well due to the issues there. Only 2 subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call it. But I will say this, they actually tend to watch pretty frequently. In quite a few of my videos, I typically get 1 to 2 views, and some of them 3 to 4. Nonetheless, to those on Odysee, I really do appreciate it. By the time you're getting this channel status report, the 2024 channel status report, it'll be months late. All because of that dumbass issue related to the fucking reward system on Odysee. That forces people to inflate views and subscriptions just to upload. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you haven't been a creator on there, and in that case, consider yourself lucky. But once I get a chance to catch up on these uploads, this will be the final year I ever upload to Odysee, because I'm getting tired of trying to keep up with its bullshit system. I just can't anymore. So, remember guys, I'm also available on YouTube for now, Bitchute and Rumble if you do want to continue to see my videos. But this year will probably be the last year I upload to Odysee, once I get through its stupid ass fucking system. Okay, what happened there? Odysee, please fucking get your shit together. Especially with your reward system. Like, bro, you guys want to fucking offer your little cryptocurrency as payments, and it's not even like that yet. It's not there yet. You guys are never going to get there. Your reward system fucking sucks. Get rid of it. It's at it. Oh, fuck, that's right. The Be Quiet cutscene channel. Oops. Yeah, let's move over to the analytics for that. Because oddly enough, my no commentary gameplay channel is, it's doing better than my main channel, surprisingly enough. Oh, well, at one point in time, it was doing better than my primary channel. Let's see, 162 subscribers. Now, I would say these guys actually watch a bit more regularly than y'all on the Hyper Chaotic channel, but, you know, a few less subscribers than on this channel, and apparently actually a lot less view times. 587 views on the entire channel altogether, and only 30.1 watch time hours. Once again, there's barely any engagement here whatsoever. Though I will say I'm surprised that my second channel is doing worse than my primary channel, because at once upon a time, it was actually doing better than the main channel. Now, when the day comes I stop uploading to the main channel on YouTube, I'll probably continue to upload to Be Quiet Cutscene, because this channel is supposed to be video game footage archive and meant for video game preservation first and foremost. I'm not too busy worried about growing that channel. I'm just worried about archiving footage and information for video games in the proper playlists, and just making sure they're publicly available. And hopefully I don't have to archive somebody else's video. By the way, when I say archive, I'm literally just adding it to the playlist. I'm not re-uploading anybody's videos or anything. But I would prefer to have my own, in case if it is somebody else's, I don't have to worry about their channel being taken down and that video's gone and I gotta go find another one. You know, if anything was to happen to this channel, I could just take my content and put it somewhere else. I probably could take somebody else's content and re-upload it if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I would, you know, if I was to upload somebody else's content to the preservation channel, I definitely want their permission. Alright then, time to go over the upcoming content on the channel for 2025. Most of it's really going to start off with just finishing up difficulty tweak for a few games. Dead by Daylight, Titanfall 2, the main campaign, and Titanfall Frontier, and Black Ops 6, as well as catching up a little bit more on the zombies and the additional multiplayer modes. I doubt I'm going to enjoy them, with the exception of prop hunts. I haven't really tried a prop hunt match since the original prop hunt back in the day when I tried it on a friend's PC, and I would really love to give the prop hunt mode a try. Other than that, I don't really care for the main multiplayer mode. Though unfortunately, I'm going to have to gain some better, fresh footage for the no commentary channel because what I have is a bit inadequate. Now I'm gonna still leave it up because it'll kind of show off what my personal experience was with the game. But I'm not gonna lie, in the middle of those matches that I was recording, I kept dozing off and checking my phone just to scroll on YouTube Shorts because I just got so disinterested in the game that I forgot I was literally recording the gameplay for the second channel. So I'm just literally there in a match, just sitting in the menu or just sitting with my thumb up my ass with my gun pointing at nobody in particular because I'm literally on my phone beyond bored with it. And nobody's even chatting on the mics in any of the modes that I played so far, with the exception of Infection. Did not mean to rhyme there. Because for some reason, when I'm in an infected match, it's just mics galore. I don't know why. But with that aside, the main thing to focus on is difficulty tweak. And if I still have some time left within the Game Pass, might as well check out Modern Warfare 3 because that is currently available via the Game Pass if you download the Call of Duty file. But I'm surprised it's the only one. I'm surprised they haven't thrown games like Vanguard or Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass by now. Because let's be honest, nobody's going to buy those fucking games. From what I've been hearing about those two games, nobody's going to purchase them. They might as well convince people to play them and revisit them or recheck them out by putting them on the Game Pass. Nobody's buying that shit. And I'm really, really waiting for them to put all the old school classic Call of Duties on Game Pass. That's what I really want. So I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for with that. Nonetheless, since apparently the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, just the campaign, not the multiplayer, not its zombies, not any other previous Call of Duty game, just Black Ops 6 and the Modern Warfare 3 campaign, at the time when I downloaded it, I may have to double check and see if that's still the case. They could have changed that by the time I get back to it. But assuming it's still the way I last checked it, it's just a Modern Warfare 3 campaign that's available. So at the very least, I will be able to do a What Did I Miss and difficulty tweak on the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Until then, I'm going to continue to miss out on how bad the multiplayer and zombies version of DMZ is like. Because even though I haven't heard good news of that, I still really want to try that for myself and just see how it goes. Other than that, in between, I will try to finish up some Last of Us related videos. Of course, my What Did I Miss on it? A video related to the whole trans controversy with Abby. And what else? Well, I do have two pretty good ideas that I think I'm not even going to bother wasting them on YouTube. So when the day comes I do eventually take care of them, I would just put them on Bitchute or Rumble. In the meantime, in between the difficulty tweaks, I may do some follow-up reaction videos in relations to Battlefield 2042 Easter eggs. Ever since I've been finishing up some Battlefield games, I've decided to react to some Easter eggs I missed out on. So far, I've made it all the way up until Battlefield Hardline, and since I did finish with Battlefield 2042 a while ago, eventually I will do some Easter egg reaction videos to 2042 Easter eggs. And when the day comes that I eventually get to catch up on, Battlefield 1 and 5, I will catch up on their Easter eggs as well. But I want to catch up on the games first. So when I get to 1, I catch up on its Easter eggs. Then when I play 5, I'll catch up on 5's Easter eggs. Make sense? That will probably have to be dealt with in the following month, because again, I still got a lot to deal with on difficulty tweak. Not to mention, I do no commentary gameplay of the difficulty tweak gameplay, so that's double the content I gotta work on. Granted, it's not a lot of extra editing I have to do. It's just really the rendering time and just gathering the footage together. Nonetheless, it's going to be quite time consuming. And when that's all said and done, I'm going to take care of around 7 final video ideas before I eventually probably shut down production on the Hyperchaotic YouTube channel, or maybe I'll just turn it into a permanent short channel promoting longer content on the alternative platforms. I'm still debating that one. However, those 7 video ideas may not be the final videos on the channel. I might do a final send-off of my YouTube channel with the very first games that I played on my channel in its beginning, its inception, even if it was just background gameplay. Which is just 2 games. One is, I think, World War I Sky Aces or something like that. I forget. And a Battleship, World of Battleship knockoff game, which was pretty decent, but then I stopped playing it because I lost interest. I might just end it off where I started and move on. Now that is the plan. Whether or not things go according to plan, don't hold your breath, because I have had to move things and cancel things and postpone things multiple times because things never go according to plan. Which leads me to my next segment, just talking about what's been happening behind the scenes. Since then, I have lost my computer, which I've talked about that in my last channel status report. And I've been working off of my phone when it comes to these projects. Occasionally, I will borrow my roommate's Chromebook, but I can't really do too much with it other than re-uploading to the alternative platforms, fixing up descriptions and other tags and whatnot that you can't do through the YouTube Studio or the other alternatives apps or mobile versions. Sometimes working on thumbnails if I can't make something up on mobile app. Usually I've been doing pretty good just using some decent apps. But then sometimes I have a specific idea for a thumbnail that I think would work good for the video, even though I don't really get seen that much. And I hop into this website called Pixelar. I recommend checking it out if you're somebody who likes to experiment with Photoshop alternatives. It's free, but you gotta use it with internet. But it's free. And I'll use that a bit. But nonetheless, I definitely need a computer to work with that rather than a phone. They do have a mobile version of it, but it's such a fucking downgrade compared to the what is it called? I'm sorry, my brain is stumping on the word browser version of it. I don't know why my brain froze on that word. And what's funny is supposedly the app version was just as good as the browser version according to reviews, but they decided to downgrade it in hopes they could put features behind a paywall. Something they have not done with the browser version, and I hope they never do that, because then I'll just stop using it altogether. I mean, I get it. I use it for free. They gotta make money somehow. They can do it through ads. Just don't spam it to the point where they completely make the website unusable. And people will still take the option to pay if they want to. Just don't fucking get greedy. Don't get greedy and make it unusable. Otherwise, I have no reason to use it. I don't have funds. I don't have a budget. My situation is going to continue to get worse and worse and worse before I ever have a chance to increase any sort of quality or get any sort of new equipment. So when I do continue on with stuff like my no commentary channel for video game preservation and any projects I do on Bitchute and Rumble, I'll just do what I can and do what I enjoy doing. Fuck an algorithm, because I'm not worried about that. The Be Quiet channel's just for archiving for preservation. The alternative platforms have no algorithm, so who cares? Big whoop. And that's just a technical situation. With my roommates, which they're technically family, they have a child, which when she's throwing her tantrums can make it very hard to record. Sweet child, but very annoying when she's crying when I'm recording. Can't really do anything about that. She's gonna be a baby. That's all it is. She's gonna be a baby. She's still a baby. Gotta take care of my dogs on the side, family, and a lot of personal shit that I just don't want to get into. That's been wearing me down in relations to family. Like, I think what I'll simply put it as, which I'm pretty sure maybe some people may be experiencing themselves lately, just some family members probably dropping like flies every few years. People live, people die every single day. But when it gets closer and closer to those you love, man, it feels... I don't know if suffocating is the right way to describe it. But that's kind of how it feels. Supposedly, even recently, I've had a family member, one that I'm not really too close with, but my aunts and uncles are, try to make an attempt on their life, and man, everything's going to shit. And what's crazy is, within the next year or so, I already have an idea of who's probably next. Probably my dog, my German Shepherd, because she's already old. She'll be 10 in the summer. I also got a puppy. We're getting used to her. She's going to be around after she's gone. It's going to be interesting for her to adjust too, because I can already envision her, you know, watching us take Coco, my German Shepherd, to the vet to put her to sleep, because she'll be too old at that point, maybe too weak to even keep going. And that's if we leave her at the house. Maybe say we take her with us because we can't leave her. And we can't take her in with us while we put her to sleep. So either way, she would see us either leave the house, leave the car with Coco, and not come back with her. And after that, I can already envision her constantly sitting by the door waiting for her to come home. Not understanding why she's not coming back. And I'm not gonna lie, this thought hanging in the back of my head, living rent free, has been making it very hard to focus on any videos. Because if anything, I feel like I should pull back on it just to be with my dog, spend more time with her. Because for all I know, this could be the last year I ever have her. Now, if I am extremely lucky and she hits the genetic lottery, or she already hit the genetic lottery, I mean, I might be able to get her for another year or two. But seeing that she's already struggling to get up on my bed, like she used to be able to, no problem, that clock is ticking. So not only am I gonna wrap things up so I can just stop production or slow down production on the YouTube Hyperchaotic channel in general, but also just slow down on content creation in general, so I could just spend more time with family and dogs. So before I end up regretting that I wasted the time to do that. Excuse me for a second, I just need to clear my throat. Now, I can already see people saying, don't focus on that, because then it's going to make it hard for you to sleep at night. Too little too late with that advice, buddy. And the thing is, with that is, I'm not trying to think about it constantly, but it's inevitable I have to face, because I've already went through it before with my previous German Shepherd, and just being a pet owner in general, especially a dog owner, it's an inevitable. You're gonna have to go through again and again and again, as long as you continue to be one. And I say especially a dog owner, because compared to like a cat, dogs actually have shorter lifespans. Most cat breeds will probably last around 20 years. Certain dog breeds can last from 7 to 14 or 15 years, maybe 16 or 17 if lucky, depending on their health and depending on the specific breed. For some reason, smaller dogs actually last longer than medium to bigger sized dogs. I think a Chihuahua can easily have like 14 to 15 years of very healthy, maybe 16. A German Shepherd is 7 to 10. How the fuck did that happen? So yeah, as much as that thought, that inevitability I will eventually have to face is kind of killing me inside a little bit, I'm just trying to focus on wrapping things up, so that way before the fluffy white pup that me and my family raised has to take the forever nap. Other than that, let's see how it goes. Hopefully things go according to plan. But then again, given my experience so far, I highly doubt it. And as for final notes or announcements, are there any? Did I forget anything? I think we're good. I think we're all caught up. But I do want to just mention one more thing. In that, if you're looking to do any shopping and would like to somehow support me, I do have a Depop shop. Currently, I'm selling some books on there. I got some other stuff too that I'm going to eventually put up on eBay. Some collectible vinyl records. Got some AV cables, HDMI cables, some grease guns. Don't ask me how I got my fucking hands on some grease guns. Perfect condition, by the way. Perfect fucking condition. Some VHS tapes, a lot of Disney classics. And a bunch of other shit too that I will eventually put up there. It's not available yet, just a Depop shop where I can only currently sell books there. Because it's really a shop meant for like clothing and accessories. For example, you can do like a phone case, but you can't sell a cell phone there. You could sell a computer bag, but you can't sell a laptop. But you could sell watches, gloves, sunglasses, I think perhaps jewelry, and even books and other certain stuff too. Just given some of the stuff I have, the only thing that I have that can be put up there, that it's allowed to be posted there, is some books. So yeah, if you're interested in any books you may want, check out my Depop shop, and that's the only one up right now. Eventually I will have an eBay shop up. As of right now, I don't know what the rules are on directly linking those shops. I do have to eventually put them in my link tree. But for now, I will leave my store ads in the description down below. With that said, oh wait, just a couple of more things. After the HK here, actually I forgot to mention. I did mention playlists earlier, but what I forgot to mention is some of that is going to be postponed as far as working on my playlists on YouTube, Rumble, etc., etc. Because again, I'm trying to wrap things up on the YouTube channel, as well as catch up on some archive footage that I need to make public on the Be Quiet channel, which that's going to double again because I'm going to get back into difficulty tweak. There was also going to be attempts to move Be Quiet to Rumble. Once again, I'm going to hold off on that until I finish off difficulty tweak. And lastly, I did mention a while ago I was trying to work on my third channel, Chaotic's Collection, a series I started on this channel that I'm going to move to its own channel. And yeah, just check out collectible items. But due to the issues I've mentioned earlier behind the scenes, that's basically in a content development hell right now, and that could be postponed a whole lot longer, so no further dates will be given on that. Or there could be a chance it's canceled altogether. Because again, a lot of issues behind the scenes, but let's see what happens moving forward. And I'm going to let pre-recorded me finish it from here. That's it. See you guys next year. Hopefully you guys have a happy new year. Forgive me for the noise in the background. That's my niece. She, unfortunately, she's a bit sick. And, yeah, happy new year. Otherwise,
here's to another lousy millennium.
10 News Auto!